Hi there everyone, my name is Adrian. I am an artist illustrator living in Elgin, Illinois. I am a teacher at Side Street, and today I have a fun project for you. We're going to be making some small zines that we can share around, send online, and have people print out at home. These are super easy to make. All you need is a couple pieces of paper, some markers, pencils, whatever you prefer to draw with. We're going to be hand drawing these, and then we're going to show you how to put them all together and make this little booklet for them. All right, so here are some examples of some zines that I have. These aren't all of them, but I don't really feel like pulling them all out. This first one is a zine that I actually helped work on from the Mountain King Music Collective. This zine is just kind of a collection of different musicians and people, music appreciators, local artists. See, it's kind of a variety of things, so really the zine can be any ideas that you have that you want to put together. This is a zine that I made for my own art, so it's just a couple of works of mine and then kind of like a poem that goes with them. Then we have some that are just artwork, so these have no text in them. This is just kind of like a small little gallery of drawings that we had for an exhibit at Side Street, which is a lot of fun. So for the zine we're going to make today, it's all going to be made from one sheet of paper. As you saw in the intro, it's very simple. You don't need a bunch of supplies, but for what I'm going to be using for mine, since it's going to be in black and white, I'm going to start with some ink. I have some charcoal that I use for class, pens and markers and erasers. You're definitely going to need a pencil, erasers, sharpeners if you need it. I have these blending stumps for when I make some shading, but you can really make marks with whatever you have at home. Before we get into any of the pencils and the markers and stuff, we're going to start by making 8 different squares. So we're going to fold this in half. And then you just want to fold it down the long way. Make sure you get the corners as close as you can. You want these to be as even as possible. I'm gonna take it really slow. And I've been folding paper for years, so take your time if you need to, but I'm just gonna go kind of quick to get this out of the way. Okay, and then we're gonna open it, and then we're gonna fold it again. Just use your nail, or if you have like a straight edge or something hard like a ruler, just run that across the edge just to get a really good crease. So we have 4 sections, and then we're going to divide these in half by folding the outside edge to the center line. So we're going to do it just like that and try to get it as close as possible. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're actually going to cut these up. So make sure you get 8 even-ish squares like that. We can always fix it up later. Okay. So then, there we go. We got 8, and we're actually going to cut these into 8 separate pieces. That just makes it a bit easier to work with. That way you're not like having all this extra space. You're not worried about ruining another piece with one piece. You can work on each part individually. All right then, so I went ahead and cut these all into 8 separate pieces. So now that I have all 8, we're actually going to take 2 of these out because one of this is going to be my front cover and the other one's going to be my back cover. So you don't have to have a front or a back cover if you don't want to, but if you do want to, make sure you set those aside because those won't be part of your story. What you'll be telling your story with is the remaining 6 pieces. And so if you want to tell a story, the fun challenge is that now you can only use 6 drawings to tell it. Of course, you can make your zine about anything. It doesn't have to be a story. It can be just a collection of your pictures. It can be a collage of all the things that you like, so just be creative, find why you want to make your zine or what you want to say in it, and then just start drawing. All right, so I've gone ahead and actually put some tape on the edges of these just because I like a really nice clean border when I'm drawing. You don't have to do this, it's not necessary at all, but if you do, I'm just using masking tape because it's super easy to remove and it won't rip your paper if you try to take it off. So now that that's done, I can actually start arranging the drawing together. I've gone ahead and kind of really roughly sketched out what I want to draw in it. So now I'm just gonna start writing it in there. So yeah, feel free to watch the whole video. I'll just be showing you the process of what I'm doing, and then when I'm done with all the drawings, we'll put our zine together. Cool. So now I have all of my little drawings done. So I'm gonna show you the next part, which is putting all of our zine together. All right, guys, so I've gone ahead and divided my paper up again into the 8 pieces. So all 8, I'm not gonna cut it completely this time, I just folded it. And so right here, I've drawn kind of a line of where you wanna make a cut. So if you wanna go ahead and fold this in half, you just cut halfway down using both sides together, and then you should have your crease. I can't find a pair of scissors, so I'm going to use a knife. But if you are using scissors, be careful. Don't cut your hand off. Cut away from yourself as always. If you are using like a knife or anything like super sharp. Cool. So now I have that cut right there. And if you open it back up, you just have a little slice in the middle. So now what you want to do is you are going to fold your paper in half the long way again, and you're going to push the 2 ends together until they meet. Try to kind of flatten it out, make sure all the corners on the inside are touching, and then you just kind of fold it. And then you fold it again. And there you got a little zine. So you have all your pages on the inside there, and your cover and your back cover. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stick these inside in order. I'm just gonna get out some glue. And then I'm just gonna make sure they're all in order. So let me find my cover. I think I misplaced that one, but I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. So now I've gone ahead and glued everything inside of my little zine here. So if we just go through it, we're able to open up all the pages, and it's just this neat little book, but you can still open it all the way up like a normal paper. And see, everything is there. You're able to see all the images and then refold it however you want it. This next step is completely optional. You can choose to stop here, but I'm actually going to make a lot more copies of this using a photocopier. That way I have some versions that I can just give away to people, some free copies, and I'll even upload this if you want to print it out at home and then just have a copy for yourself. All right, so here we have our finished zine, and here we have our zine copies. And so you can just do the same thing where you go ahead and you fold them down. See? Now we have our little zine, and has all this fun texture from printing, and all my black and whites came out pretty neat. Actually, it's a lot better than I thought it was gonna look. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm gonna have uploaded this file in case you want to print it out at home and make it yourself. I can't wait to see what you guys have been working on. If you can upload it to Side Street, tag us in it, share it directly with some of our directors or our staff, and we can just trade zines online. So have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.